So today we are going to be doing some proof practice. I noticed whenever we did our homework assignment the other day that a lot of people were confused on the proofs, and while there's only one question on our tests that goes over proofs, I want to have a little bit more practice before we get to the test. So we're given this set of information and our two triangles in this diagram, and it's wanting us to prove that side AZ is congruent to side AC. So first, let's start with what we're given. So on the left side, we have our statements, and on the right, we're going to have our reasons. So we're given that side YA is congruent to side BA. We were also given that angle B is congruent to angle Y. Next, it says that angle YAZ, get the highlighter here, so angle YAZ, so this angle right here, and angle BAC, this angle right here, are vertical angles. We know this because of the definition of vertical angles. We have these two sides that intersect in an X, and the opposite sides of that X, or the opposite angles of that X, are always going to be congruent. So again, it says that angle YAZ is congruent to angle BAC. We know this because vertical angles are congruent. Next, it says that triangle AZY is congruent to triangle ACB. Well, we can say this because we have angle side angle. We were given this angle right here. We have our side right here. And then we know that our vertical angles are congruent. So we had an angle, then a side, then an angle. So lastly, we can say that side AZ is congruent to side AC because we just determined that our triangles are congruent. And we know that corresponding parts of congruent triangles are also congruent. So therefore, side AZ has to be congruent to side AC. One more, we are given that side BD is perpendicular to AC, because this little symbol right here tells us something is perpendicular. We are also told that side BD, this side right here, bisects our angle ABC. So ABC, this big angle right here. It bisects it or cuts it completely in half. The reason we know this is because it was given to us at the beginning, way up here. So then statement 2 says that angle ADB and angle CDB are right angles. Well, we know that because that's what the definition of perpendicular is. Perpendicular means that something is two lines are intersecting each other and creating a right angle. We can also say that angle ADB is congruent to angle CDB. We know this because all right angles are congruent. All right angles are 90 degrees. We can also say that ABD is congruent to angle CBD. We know this because that is the definition of an angle bisector. Up here we were told that BD bisects angle ABC. If this line right here is bisecting this angle B, that means that ABD, this small angle on the left side, has to be congruent to angle DBC. We can also say that BD is congruent to BD because of reflexive property. Obviously, this side BD is congruent to itself. So lastly, we can say that triangle ABD is congruent to triangle CBD using angle side angle. Because we have these right angles, so that's one angle. We have this side that they share, and then we have the angle up here. So angle, the side in the middle that they share, and this angle up here.